Chrissy not ready yet.
I thought she was. Oh well.
Oh, we started.
Are we
I thought
live?
I thought she said give me a second.
I didn't hear.
It's fine. He doesn't listen to me.
I do listen to you.
This
You
is
bastard.
Chloe's problem. Forever not being listened to.
I listen to you all the time.
Then why did you? Hi guys. I wasn't ready, but let me just pull up my announcements because that's what I was trying to do before we went live. Hey guys, welcome back to Fabled Whispers. Let's do our sponsors and shoutouts. First big shout out to our lovely sponsor, Little Dragon Core. Little Dragon Core is a Canadian-based dice company that supplies all kinds of cool tabletop gear. You can go check them out on their Twitter at Little Dragon Co 1 to stay updated on all their awesome products and their new Kickstarter that just launched. And you can enter the coupon code PROBONUS at littledragoncore.com to get 10% off your order because they're awesome like that. As usual, big thanks to Twitch, OBS Streamlabs, Many-Sided Dice, and Team MZ. Thanks to their support that we get to do what we love to do here. And don't forget to check out our other games. We stream every single day of the week. The schedule should be posted down below the Twitch feed below, as well as in the YouTube description blocks if you're watching the VOD. We have games for all the major published modules and homebrew games for D&D 5th edition, as well as other tabletop games like Star Wars, Shadowrun, and not Fabled Whispers. We're not, well, yes, we are. And Tales from the Loop. That's where I was going for. There we go. All done.
Yay!
Hi, guys.
You did great.
Yeah.
Oh, don't suck up to her now.
Whoa.
Don't suck up to her now.
Your mic is really freaking cool with that light.
When
Every
it
time
peaks.
you speak. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Suck up.
No, that was like legitimately cool. That it caught my attention. I had like 3 cups of coffee. So.
Jamie's in trouble.
It's fine.
We're
okay. It wasn't that bad. I was mostly ready.
Hey, it's you're not my wife this time, so.
True.
Oh, we're back.
Oh, let me pull up actually my correct sheet and not the other sheet.
Yeah.
Why do I have a Starbucks straw but no Starbucks?
Because
Starbucks
just because.
racist.
Just because.
So
Excuse that.
no.
Oh.
Last time you had finally reached. Oh dear, the camera. You had finally reached Emperor's. But you arrived late at night, so you spent the night at the Erathis Temple in some guest quarters, and then in the morning you went to the Sky Sanctum to see Heska. Were told that he hadn't been there for many years, and you did run into Yosef for a bit there while you were waiting to get into the monastery.
I
But
was
then
told
you
to pass
went
on
to.
that Alex is cute. Also, thank you for the 300 biddies with the Alex is cute.
Thank you.
Alex is making us money.
That cute face.
Oh no.
I didn't mean to
You
interrupt
interrupted her, Alex. Or Victoria, you interrupted Alex. Now she's all flustered.
I didn't mean to interrupt you, but I was told to pass it on, so...
Yeah. You went to the Temple of Bahamut to see if Heska had been there, and the old priest guy said that he hadn't seen him, but then he went around and asked, and others had seen him, like, a while back, So you know that he came to Impros at least. And then you had this whole thing where you went to a magic shop and you bought a scroll of sending, and then you messed up this scroll of sending and it disappeared, and then you were like, well, should we buy another one? And the proprietor of the shop suggested maybe going to a cleric instead because felt bad that you spent all that money for nothing. So then you went back to the Temple of Plummet to talk to the old priest guy again, and he said that he could prepare a spell for tomorrow. So then you decided to go to the library, and that's where we stopped. And you're heading to the library, which you don't know where it is, but considering that you know that in other places the library is in conjunction with the Temple of Fayun, maybe that would be a good place to start.
Yes.
We're level 4, correct?
Yes.
Just making sure so that I don't fuck up the overlay some more.
Yeissal, do you know where the Temple of Ioun is?
It's in that big semicircle of temples.
Yes. Follow me. And I look for the Temple of Ioun.
You can see, the imagery of Ioun on one of the temple buildings. And
What's going on?
I started with the hand thing and then it
We
just
missed a
transferred.
week, so now we're all having fun that we're with each other again, you know?
Yeah. So
and you
continue.
see behind the Temple of Ioun is like a building that looks more like it would be the library, maybe?
All right.
Considering there's a big sign above a door that says library.
I think that's
Oh,
nothing.
Party. Yes. Let's go. Let's do some research.
What is everybody going to be researching?
That's what Sierra was doing in the chat because I forgot what I asked. Like what I messaged. I forgot. So
Well,
that's
I'm
why
going to be researching some old structures maybe nearby, or like some old ruins that might be nearby, or something like that. Something that we could explore and find out. I think that'd be really cool.
I found what everyone was going to be looking into. Jamie, do you need me to send it to you?
I think I remember, actually.
Okay.
Because I
Okay.
talked to Alex, or Alex was talking to me about how I'm dumb and I forgot. So.
That's a move. Yeissal is going to look up anything about prophetic dreams, basically how to focus them or remember them easier, and what causes them, and then also the history of races. Any that deem to be evil.
Yep. But you enter the library and you see that many of the tables that are set up throughout are occupied by people in vestments of Ioun, just scribbling away. They look very busy. But you have, access to all of the books. So, well, that are in this public area of the library.
Alright. Well, um, I guess we should just have at it then.
All
Split
right.
up.
Yeah. We all have our different things that we want to research, I assume.
All right, we'll have fun. I go running off.
I see him go running off, and I also run off.
And you hear one of the acolytes say, "No running in the library, please."
I start a fast walk.
I was gonna say I want to speed walk.
I lean over to Yeissal. I'm like, looks like they couldn't help themselves.
Oh God, it hurts.
Oh no!
It hurts.
The ironic part is that Yeissal really tries to stop herself from laughing, but she can't. She loves puns.
Matty looks very pleased with herself right now.
Oh.
Love it. Um,
Whew.
now let's
Well-
just go ahead.
People researching specific things can make investigation checks to see if you can find something relevant.
Rolling with the chunky die.
The first thing I'm researching is if there's a way to determine age in anyone.
Mm-hmm.
I just felt like I should say it because the chat has no idea what I'm looking for.
13 for me.
You said investigation?
Yeah.
15 for me.
Okay.
Do I roll twice or do I roll once? If we're rolling, are we rolling for different subjects?
The first subject first.
Okay.
I just
So,
realized
yeah.
I didn't give Alex a list, so I guess you guys can do your shit. I've had a rough week, so you guys go ahead.
Well, you can say it now if you have
No,
to say.
I that's not fair to Alex because Alex had no time to prepare for anything that I might have wanted, so it's fine. You probably have more than a
whatever.
lot.
I can
Do
pull
theirs.
stuff out of my ass.
Fine.
It's
Just
in
the
this
ass.
case, she doesn't have to pull something out of her ass for everyone, and I feel like
Oh.
that's
Yeah.
better.
Okay.
That's
Well,
better.
I don't want to force it, so it's fine.
You could be helping me look for ruins. How about that?
Yeah. Okay. I'll help him for now.
So does
and
that
maybe
mean
it'll.
she can roll for the check also?
Yeah.
Cool.
He said, "Someone help me, please."
I got a 13, so
Oh. Yeah, I think mine's also kind of like cross-referencing with my shit that I'm looking for, information on the codex or anything like that. So I guess ruins is technically where I've been searching. History or investigation?
investigation.
Okay. Where are we at? Maddie, I haven't looked at you in a minute. Who are you?
I didn't know if this was like the water that I was drinking or not.
So that's a
Okay.
dirty 20.
Oh,
Oh, nice.
Yes.
Nice. Nice.
First roll of the night.
Plus 6.
Okay. So I'll start with that because it's a thing. So in looking for information about ruins, I assume you look specifically like in this area.
Yes.
So the thing is, when the Sundering happened, which is the big event that tore the continent apart into islands and stuff, it destroyed like pretty much everything except for Mythmore. There were a lot of ruins, but people in their, desperate need for resources and stuff would tear old ruins apart and use those building blocks for other things. But there are unexplored ruins underground, and they are unexplored because they are so dangerous, and you have the risk of just falling through and going right down into the ocean below, which is like 5,990 feet below. So, yeah, that's why they are mostly left untouched. And since you got a 20, even though it wasn't natural, there are also not ruins, but there are like vestiges from the past, like time bubbles that sometimes appear with cities in them. And mostly, if people enter them, there aren't many reports of them actually coming back. Though some have come back, and their age is all different. Sometimes they're older, sometimes they're younger. Mostly just the Menders Guild goes to deal with the time bubbles to like close them. So that's a thing that happens sometimes. There is, however, a rumor that one of these cities isn't in a time bubble, it's in like a demi-plane that sometimes merges with this one again, because like powerful wizards, mages managed to like seal it away as the sundering was happening. And but that's just, no one has like substantial facts if that is actually a thing. And that's what you find. And Yeissal.
We need a trip for that.
Yes, we do. That sounds amazing. We should totally see if the other two want to go with us, though. And of course, I'm more than happy to go into the Earth or into the island, because without danger, then there's treasure. So we should definitely go to that.
Yeah, we just need to be careful. I don't really want to fall off the other side of the island.
No, I wouldn't. Of course, I wouldn't want to either. But still, it'd be quite fun exploring the underground areas, don't you think? Who knows what is actually down there? It could be anything.
Absolutely fascinating. We need to go.
Exactly.
That's how we all
But-
die.
I'm excited.
Yes. Yes. You find a book on like prophetic dreams, and mostly it speaks of like spells or like magical ways of getting them or like strengthening them, but nothing that would be useful for you right now. There's also suggestions to have a dream diary, because if you write down your dreams right as you wake up, you tend to remember them more and like train your mind to remember them more clearly. That's a real life thing, by the way.
It is.
So there's that.
Should I roll for the second thing?
Sure, yeah.
What are the races that people deem evil? That is pretty fucking good. That is a 21.
So, basically you find, well, like, races that used to be considered, like, universally evil, which are, races that are in the book listed as evil, basically. And like the Sahuagin added to that, and things like that. But it says that, now in the Age of Awakening, which is the age you're in, people have more and more come away from that thinking that anyone is innately evil. It was more true in the past when they were like directly created by an evil god, because they were. But now, when the gods aren't like as present anymore, they are more free to, break free of the god's control, basically, and they have the freedom of choice, which everyone does. So no race is like innately evil. It's just what people choose to do with their lives. So, yeah.
Nothing that seems like that kind of resemble me
No.
or anything. Yeah. Okay. All right. Never thought I would have to do this. All right. That's it.
For Nyx determining ages of creatures,
I only rolled a
basically,
12, so
a shot in the dark.
yeah.
Depends on race, the creature. It's weird.
Figured. And then for the history, same thing, 12.
Yeah. There's a lot of history, and you're not really sure how to find the exact relevant thing to what you're doing and everything.
I'm probably reading the book and then I'm like getting completely sidetracked by other interesting information and not looking for anything important.
Yeah. But was there anything else anyone wanted?
Uh, we looked at the architecture, right? I think so, of this island.
Well, you asked questions to Agni
Yeah.
if she had any information. You're also waiting for Agni to tell you what her people have managed to find out.
Okay.
I guess this is a shot in the dark, but is there a book on new races or races coming to existence?
Investigation.
Natural 20.
Oh.
So
Okay.
that's a 23.
Fuck it up.
Made up for my 12s.
Yeah.
Breaking in that new dice.
I am.
This is again related a bit, sort of, to the Sundering. And the Parting War. Because in the Parting War, the world was shattered into the different planes. And that made things very unstable, obviously. So it kind of blended into other realities in some places. And obviously they're not new races anymore, but they're races that weren't actually created by a god here. And the same thing basically happened in the Sundering, because everything again became extremely unstable and broke, especially here in an edge continent, because it's literally at the edge of the world. So that's how humans came in to this world during the Sundering, or cataclysm of the entire prime material. And here in cool. I can't say it anymore. I'm too tired. It sometimes like still happens, but to a lesser extent. That like just a few people or even one person sometimes of like a unknown race come in through one of these like rifts. Sometimes they're like pulled through forcefully and they don't know why they're here. And sometimes people just step through from curiosity. But it doesn't say anything about like races that are actually created here anymore, because there was when the Sundering happened and like the larger the creator gods and all the lesser deities like made this agreement with each other that they wouldn't create new races since everything was already so unstable, just in case, you know, so they didn't break the world even more. Yeah. So maybe someone has, you know, gone against that pact. You know?
Yeah. I can't remember. Did I know Yeissal was looking for that too? I don't think I did.
I don't think she said.
Because I think every time we go to the library, we split up and we ended up looking for like the same thing.
Yeah. So.
But, okay, I'll just put the book back.
I do have one I'd like to try. I know it's kind of a shot in the dark pulling it out of your ass, but she would go into like the medical sciences section and research either studies or professors that have like PhDs and written papers that it might be like experts on interspecies, interrace offspring and the complications and stuff with that. So she's looking to see if anyone has written either papers or studies or someone that's like an expert in the field she could like contact.
Okay. Make an investigation check.
I don't think I'm gonna find the cure, but maybe I can find someone who can help me find the cure. Oh, okay. Oh, I'm actually okay. So it's a 17.
Well, there are books about like it's so weird to say, but you know, interracial offspring.
Yeah.
Yikes. And jeez.
What's happening?
What?
But
confused.
you find it's like
We have a monster checked.
written by, you know, people that probably aren't alive anymore because they're so old. Because like, you know, the thing that's been going on for 1,000 years, and people are like, yeah, whatever, it's fine. We don't need to research this anymore. Or maybe they just haven't updated their library with the newest research.
Okay. So is there any, like, I guess, research studies on Eladrin and Tiefling then?
Actually, no. Because that's a very one.
Okay, well, Maybe I have to write my own. Oh no.
Maybe I have to go to the Feywild. I don't know.
Oh shit.
Yikes.
I'm just trying to help my brother. So she comes back looking all like pouty face, like doctors are dumb.
Yes, they are. I agree. They are very dumb. I have found though, eat an apple a day. It keeps the doctor away. So always eat a doctor. No, don't eat a doctor. Eat an
A
apple.
doctor? Why would you eat a doctor?
You want to eat an apple? Well, I mean, if you eat the doctor, I guess they're gone, so you don't have to go to them
That would
anymore.
make the
so-
doctor go away forever.
Yeah,
Brilliant.
so I guess that works. But
Doctors
yeah,
are
an apple.
important. They help you. Why would you want to eat a doctor?
Well, if you don't like the doctors, you know, I mean, some,
Freudian
you know,
slip.
I look at Yeissal.
I look at who?
My eyes are super wide.
We're all just like fumbling our words today. I don't know what it is.
So guys, we found some interesting things that we need to go check out after we're done with your thing.
Yes.
That's all. We found that there are old ruins underground. How cool is that?
Isn't that like normally how ruins work?
Yeah, but these are fancy ruins.
What makes them so special?
Some of them go
They're
all
under
the
the
way through the
ground.
other side of the island on the
Yes.
bottom.
Yes. So they can be dangerous.
I really
They go
dig
all
that
the way
idea.
through.
Not you two, please. We no, please.
What did you say?
I said I really dig that idea.
That's so good.
Please. We already have one person that does that. I don't think we need
Well,
multiple
she
people.
said a
always
pun,
need
so
more.
I wanted to say a pun too.
Oh, but puns are the worst
Don't.
comedy.
No, they're not.
They're really
I'm
good.
sorry. Yes, we have to find these ruins, and it'd be cool to explore. Give us something to do, and maybe we'll find treasure, artifacts. You never know. Like I said, I found my ring in one of those ruins, so we could find something even cooler.
And what was the other information that we learned
About
aside
the
from
portals, right?
the time
Time-
portals?
Time
Yeah.
bubbles. They're not
Time-
portals. They
Oh, bubbles.
actually come into this plane, and if you enter them, it's like weird.
Also, there are these strange time bubble thingies that Matty found that can do really, really strange things. Right, Matty? Right?
They warp time and space. So if you go in and you come back out, if you come back out at all, you can either be older or younger. Everything's just weird.
Well,
Right.
that
It
makes sense
sounds
compared
so
to what
cool.
I read, because I read that this continent in general is very magically unstable.
That makes
That
sense.
checks out.
Yes.
And that's how humans were created or something.
Interesting.
Yes. It was a very in-depth book.
Sounds like it.
Unfortunately, there was nothing on my race in general, so...
It's
Nor
okay. I'm sure we'll
mine.
find.
I feel you.
We'll find something. I'm sure. Maybe there is more information about what you all seek in these time bubbles.
Well, like, it...
Thanks.
Or maybe it's
Mumble is going to where that was.
maybe it's down in one of the ruins.
See, but, like, here's the thing. Like, if nobody knows what I am now, I don't think people in the past would know who I was.
Unless
about
it'll be
the-
your
Unless one of
race
the
So
time
you
bubbles are the
did-
future.
In the
Or-
history, also that a lot of like races were completely wiped out in the cataclysm.
Oh. You're
Oh.
you're right. Never mind.
Maybe you're from a time bubble.
Yeah.
Maybe
What
all
if
came
somehow
out of a
you all
time
came
bubble.
out? Yes, exactly, Maddie.
I don't think I came from a time bubble.
Seems
I don't.
logical. It's a logical estimation.
So what if you're from the past?
Well, like that. I
that
don't
would be
think I was
that
a
would
time
make
bubble.
you so much older than us.
See, I don't think I'm that old.
He actually has a lot of other races, though, unless they all came from the time bubble.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's
the
like
whole
a
Maybe they did.
tribe.
village of us.
Yeah, maybe they did. How cool would that be, though?
Um,
I thought
But-
extinct.
But like, does it
If
say
they
that the
warp
time
space and
bubbles
time,
stay?
anything's possible.
Because like our village was there. It just wasn't as nice looking.
I'm not sure. Never been to your village, so I couldn't
It's
estimate on that.
Like the bubble would have had to stay and like pop
Not
and let us
necessarily.
stay there. If
Maybe
our
it did.
village was there.
I mean, isn't that what the Menders Guild do? They remove them.
I also don't
So-
remember seeing people at all.
I don't know. I've never seen one and seen
Maybe-
what
maybe,
happens
like-
when they come out.
Yeah, maybe it like wipes your memory or something.
well, let's not go experimenting with something that can wipe our memories.
Well, we don't know if it can or not. It just, maybe that's a thing it can do. But we wouldn't know until we try.
Well, okay.
I
So
mean,
speaking of the ruins,
You can try.
the book I read also said that during the cataclysm, lots of races were wiped out.
Huh.
Maybe I am a wiped out race, and maybe the ruins will allow me to see that I was a wiped out race.
Exactly.
Exactly. We should
That's what
definitely
I'm
go check out these
saying.
ruins as soon as possible.
Because if you were in a time bubble and the cataclysm happened, you would have been safe.
Yeah.
Right.
But these ruins could give us a lot more information on all sorts of races. Maybe not just yours, but many others that have been wiped out.
Yeah,
But,
you
like-
don't know what kind of forgotten knowledge is down in ruins.
So like, when the sundering happened, that's when the whole continent split up into separate islands.
I
Yes.
believe so, yes.
So like, if I
far as we
am
know,
from the Anchor Island,
Hmm.
would my race be also from the Anchor Island, or would I possibly be everywhere?
Well, it
if
could
it was
be
all one,
everywhere. No?
if it was all one continent, everyone was from the same place.
And then people are
Unless
separated.
you were bleeded through another time bubble or portal. I'm not sure how they work, but you could have came through like you said the humans did.
That's fair.
We won't know until we research.
Yes. Research by checking
Most
the things out.
Civilizations leave remnants of their creation stories.
I didn't think I would worry about my existence so much as now. But this is odd.
I also read that the creator gods had an agreement to not create any more races because they didn't want to make the continent more unstable. But one of the creator gods could have gone against that, or maybe there's another god that doesn't know about that rule, so he doesn't know he's breaking it.
Or
she.
or
they.
they're just not following the rules. They could
That's
be
fair.
breaking them.
Yeah, they could know about it and just break it. But that would be
Uh,
bad.
Alex, when Gael told me that people were out to kill me, did he mention they said that I'm evil, or did they say that I wasn't supposed to exist?
That it was Heska had told him that he was worried that someone might kill you, not that people were actually out to kill you. Maybe
Okay.
he's paranoid, but the thing, Gael's theory was that the only reason that would be maybe is because they found out that some god or something was creating a new race, and that's against, the pact that the gods made, and therefore it shouldn't exist. So it's not that you're evil necessarily. It's
Is that I'm not supposed to exist.
yes.
Like an abomination, regardless of alignment.
Right. That actually makes perfect sense now in time with your research. Interesting. I think what time of day is it? Since all this running around been.
I fucking know. I mean, you probably spent a few hours reading, so it's like late afternoon by now, probably.
No, let's go get some food. And then are we staying at the same place we stayed last night?
Yes, because I have to meet with, to go back to the temple to see if they can do the sending for me tomorrow. So,
Yeah, let's go get some food, eat, and then we can get a good night's sleep and head out early tomorrow.
That is a good idea.
Thank you. I typically have good ideas.
Sometimes.
Most of the
except
time.
for eating the doctor.
Well, that was
Eating
just
the
a slip of the
doctor is a
that
bad
was a slip
idea.
of the tongue. I didn't necessarily mean that. That was just an oopsie, you know? You've never had oopsies when you're trying to speak. Fine, I guess it's just me.
Sometimes
I'm an idiot then.
I didn't.
What's this wrong?
I'm just really confused.
Why are you confused?
Why?
I don't know. I read a lot today.
Maybe you shouldn't have read so much if it confuses you. You know,
Also-
reading too much to make it to where you confuse yourself isn't smart.
I read that figuring out my age would be a shot in the dark unless we know what my race is.
Oh.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, we can still try the cutting and see if that works.
No.
I
Like a little-
have to
little-
agree with everybody
No.
else. I really don't think that would work at all.
Okay, well, you know, I was just saying.
This
Maybe
is
maybe
the
you'd
one
like a
situation where you didn't have a good idea.
well, you never. What if have you ever? Maybe you're like a tree person or
I'm
something.
not
you know?
a tree person. I
okay.
definitely bleed.
I mean, some trees bleed also.
That's
They
not
bleed
blood,
sap.
that's sap. There's a difference. If you taste my blood, I guarantee it probably tastes like iron.
I don't think you want. No, you
Are
don't
you
want
sure?
to. Don't.
Don't worry, he won't eat you. You're not a doctor.
That's
True. True. You are not a doctor, so I don't have to.
Can
eat you.
we please go get some food, please?
We were talking about food. Yes, of course.
No.
What?
doctors are not food.
They're
They-
friends, not food.
They help people that are injured. They are not food.
What?
You sound just want to walk out the door. Going to leave.
That's fair. So where are you going to get food? Do you want to go to like a tavern or?
Yeah.
We're going to the doctor's office.
We're going to a tavern.
Wow. Whoa.
So the closest tavern that you can find is called the Wild Apple.
Oh, jeez.
Keep that doctor away.
This is just a really strange coincidence.
No, it's because I see the future sometimes.
You know what would
Not
be
really.
funny?
Not really, but
If this was a tavern that only doctors went to.
maybe they do. But that wouldn't make sense because it wouldn't keep the doctors away.
Well, it would. It would keep them away from the office.
Smart. True. That is true. I like your way. I like your way of thinking.
Brilliant.
Let's go. Hopefully they have like apple pies and stuff like that.
Hopefully there's no worms.
Yeah, hopefully. But I mean, I can worm if it comes
I
down
mean,
to it.
it's
It's
just a
all
little
right.
bit of protein.
Yep.
Nothing crazy.
It's fine.
You know how in anime where like a character is just like you see the back of the character and you just see like the fucking anger emote constantly like expanding? That's Yeissal.
It's just a thundercloud building.
It's just.
In
Uh,
the dark
I'm
corner
just
with
gonna-
like the black energy radiating.
I'm gonna walk up and put my hand on Yassal's shoulder. You know, maybe it would help if you joined the conversation some more. It's a lot of fun.
I
That,
take
you know,
his hand and just throw it off of her.
Sure. You don't like to be touched. I understand, but having conversations with your travel companions, your friends, will have a better bonding experience.
She's
You
just like
know.
this till she gets to know you. She used to talk to everybody else a lot. She's just getting
Well, I
used
look
to the new people.
forward to hearing you talk more. Why are you face palming?
No
if it-
reason.
If it helps, I will buy you dinner tonight. How about that?
No, thank you.
How about you buy me dinner?
No.
Ah,
It's worth a
all
shot.
right.
I'll buy you dinner.
Oh, really? Thank you.
I
I
have
would
4
appreciate
gold.
that.
Oh,
Nick, stop it.
oh, Nick.
Okay, maybe how about I get your dinner tonight, and then you get it next time, Nyx.
Well, what if next time we're in a place that's more expensive?
I guess that's true, but that is the chance you
How
have to
about
take.
we see how much the bill is before we make this decision?
Ooh, we could do this thing. I've heard other people do this where we put an object of ours in a pile, and then we let the waiter pick an item from it, and whoever's item they pick has to pay.
Like a game.
Everyone's like a game.
Alright.
I don't
like
partake in this game.
Why not,
But it's a
Yeissal? It would be
fun
so
game,
fun. Come on.
Yeissal.
Just this one time.
Maddie,
Just
are
this
you in?
once.
I love games. I'll play.
See?
It's
Yeissal,
so
you
fun.
have
Come
to
on,
join us.
Yeissal.
Come on, Yeissal.
I give her a hug on the leg.
I will also go
Please.
give her a hug.
This fucking
I
picture.
stand there like this. It's so cute. I'm like, oh.
I like put my hand up for Azzabin, like no.
Right. You don't like to be touched.
It does it again.
And Mix is just holding her leg.
Please. Oh, please.
Like I said, Yeissal, bonding experience.
And it would be really fun.
Bonding.
I feel like I'm going to have an aneurysm.
Is that
Well,
a yes?
hopefully there's a doctor in the tavern.
Good callback.
Yeah, it's gonna
Fine.
be on our plate. Duh.
Yay!
Sweet. I love games. Let's go.
So the tavern is bright and clean. Looks like, a very fancy place. There are menus on the tables and candles. Sorry, I got distracted by my cat.
Understandable.
Quite a few people in there eating. They look, like they're maybe more affluent people. You get a few looks as you enter, but they avert their gazes once they notice that you look at them. And a waiter comes to seat you at a table. Hands you the menus and leaves to let you decide what you want to
Does the menu
order.
have prices on it?
Yes.
How expensive is this place?
Like for a whole meal, it's let's see. 2 silver.
Oh, okay. All right. I could pay for this if I had to.
And then there's like the dessert section of the menu.
I am ordering things with fruit. So if that means I only order dessert, then I only order dessert.
So like fruit food type
Cool.
things, which I don't know what it is because
Yeah.
I am clueless when it comes to food.
Fruit
You're
salad.
fine. Fruit salad.
Fruit
Yeah.
salad.
Well, that's more dessert.
Yummy, yummy.
And also, fruit salads are only strawberries, and this is a fact.
Yeah.
Wait.
No, it's an inside thing. Because in another campaign, Jamie's character made us
only
a fruit
strawberries.
salad. It was only strawberries, and my
Wow.
character loved it.
Yeah.
And then he died.
That was
Yeah.
awesome.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah, his soul got taken too.
His-
It wasn't
his-
just dying.
He was
just-
completely modeled after All Might, and his name was All Smite. Because he.
I'm over it.
Wow.
I am
gave
so over it.
I gave him that name when he
Yeah.
was creating the character.
Yeah.
So
I'm over
you're
it.
welcome, guys.
I approve.
But yeah, anyway, there's also like apple cider to drink.
Oh yes, yes, of course.
Yeah, I will do that.
No,
Is
you
it
don't.
alcoholic?
You drink apple cider. You don't
There
eat it.
is both alcoholic and non-alcoholic.
Oh, you know I'm getting the alcoholic one.
Alcohol.
I'm gonna get the alcoholic one, and I'm gonna put it in my mug.
Yeah, you do that.
So now it's non-alcoholic.
Well, it's still like you. It just doesn't affect you.
Yeah.
So is it like, does he like get tipsy but just don't get drunk?
Nope, I don't get
No,
tipsy at
no
all.
effect.
Oh wow. The
There's
hell?
still,
Why would
still
you even
like
drink
you
it
know
then?
that sting of alcohol in it that you feel
Oh, it
when
just
you
has
drink
this
it.
thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is there a drinking game here?
Looking at the environment and at the fancy people, just probably not.
How about this? We make one up. Every time we look at someone and they're looking at us, we have to drink.
Alright, I like this game. They've been looking at us a lot, though.
I know. We're gonna be drunk.
Especially the people at that table over there.
What table? They were looking. Wait, I have a drink in my hand. I'll just drink that.
Order your food and it comes out
Apple
and it
something
smells
like-
wonderful. And the cider is so good. Oh god, I want apple cider now.
I love
Perfect. Yes, who doesn't? Apple cider's great.
I had some yesterday.
I don't
It
like
was
apple cider.
non-alcoholic.
Jamie.
I have a whole bottle over there that I've been drinking, but it's not alcohol. It's
I'm a
just
monster.
non-alcohol.
I know.
Alright. So Azzabin doesn't shut up the whole time we're eating.
She's just drinking constantly.
Nyx,
Unless
Yeissal
someone,
is just
unless someone stops him, he doesn't shut up.
Nyx will constantly talk to him because he really enjoys
Perfect.
conversation as well.
Yeissal is
Me
just
and
I
Nyx
drinking.
are
do
all-
too. I feel
Alright,
like all
so-
three of them are, and Yeissal's just like nursing her drink.
Everybody's getting a little bit too loud because we're all getting excited about the conversation. Everybody starts
Please.
staring at us again. And,
Please keep your voices down. You don't have to be that loud.
That makes them look at us, and then when you look at them, we have to drink. We're
I'm
playing the
already
drinking
drinking.
game. Well, I mean, you're no fun, so, eh.
I wouldn't say that. Yeissal's plenty fun.
Oh,
In
well.
just other situations. She doesn't really...
Oh,
Enjoy
other
the bar.
situations, gotcha.
She's good at fighting. She's really fun at dancing and singing.
Cool, cool. You saw maybe we could go dancing sometime.
She has
I'm not a
these
very
bells
good
she
dancer,
puts
but-
on.
I can try.
Makes her dances awesome.
Sure. If we're not
We'd
it,
love to see
I'll
you.
dance.
I look forward to it. And then also, Maddie, we can have a dance if you want. Nyx, we can dance too.
I'm not
I
really good
could
at
craft
dancing.
Dances
a little
for
music box.
everyone.
I'm very bad at dancing.
That's fine. I am too.
I'm a little bit
It's
too
all.
short.
It's the only thing that matters is if you have fun.
I mean, I have plenty of fun, but for me to dance with you, it would be nearly impossible because I would be holding on to like your knees. And
I guess that's true. That is true.
yeah, you're really tall.
You can stand on his feet
I
as
can
he
dance with
dances.
FIPA, maybe.
You could dance with Ranival also.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fire
cool.
dance. That's Nyx. That's me.
Oh, I love that.
So for people watching, I just posted a GIF of someone completely on
weekend.
fire, just dancing. Yeah,
Yeah, it's the weekend. Dancing.
yeah.
I love it.
So what is everybody gonna put in for their token? I'm going to put in my ring.
I put my pan flute.
I would put my engagement ring on the table.
Oh, but you don't really care about that.
Well, you don't have
It's
to care
still a
about it.
nice,
You just have to
it's
have
still a
something that
nice ring.
signifies you. We're not actually giving them the item.
Oh, I
They're
thought
just
like if they
picking the item.
grabbed it, they could keep it.
No.
Oh,
Why would
no.
I give them my
Oh,
ring? No.
all right.
No.
That's why I
No.
was like, oh my gosh, he's putting his ring on the table. What is he doing?
No. This is just for the person that is taking our money picks who's paying and they give back the item.
Oh,
I've been drinking this entire time. Am I drunk yet?
Make a
Probably.
Constitution saving throw.
aren't you like resistant to poison?
Yeah, but it's not.
Alcohol is poison,
Yeah.
technically.
It is. It's funny though. It's like, yeah, let's see how this plays out. 7. But I'm immune to poison.
But she's immune
You're
to
like-
poison.
Yeah,
I'm
she
immune to
is.
poison.
Oh.
I'd still say that alcohol like affects you because it's not like the type of poison. Typically, sometimes you do die, but that's
Yeah.
But
Maybe she
you
just
just
doesn't get
get like
sick
a
enough.
little buzz. You never like get
Drunk.
drunk.
I just
Yeah.
buzzed.
Yeah, so you're definitely buzzed right now.
Maddie, what are you gonna put in?
I'll put in my little glow stick.
Oh, perfect. All right. I'll wave over the person that was taking our orders and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
We are ready for the bill. So how we're gonna do this though is we have 4 items here. We want you to pick one item, and that signifies which one of us is going to pay.
All right.
And here,
She dines and
and
dashes.
she ditches us.
She dines and ditches. Wow. This bitch. Sierra.
Oh.
She's like, nope, I'm not paying.
She's like,
No,
yeah,
I'm
psych, I'm gone.
She ran out the bar.
Yep.
You
Welcome
just
back.
dine and ditch?
Yeah, what the hell?
For some reason, the internet went out for a split second.
Uh-oh.
Yikes.
And my cats are fighting.
Stop! They're fighting.
When the girls are fighting.
The girls are fighting.
Stop. Cat.
So who picked up the bill?
I
don't know.
didn't say it yet,
Oh.
but the waiter picks up the pan flute.
Oh man, alright.
I rolled.
How much is it?
Let me do some math.
Quick maths.
I am not fast. It is 1 gold.
Alright, I will give 1 gold and 5 silver as a tip.
Oh,
Big
a
tipper.
tip. Nice.
That's very generous of you, Nyx.
I really just thought 5 was okay. I thought 5 was a good tip. I don't know.
Well, that's 50% of what the 50% of what the bill was. So
Oh.
normally it's 25 to 30% tip.
Well, like normally we used to just tip a lot. We would give them like a whole gold tip.
That's jeez. I want to be your all's waiter.
And that's how Azzabin's career changes.
Right.
See, and we can do this every time we go to eat together, and someone has to pay randomly.
But what if it's like the same person every time?
Well, we can make a maybe the person that
than
paid
two
Exactly.
last
times in a
time.
row.
Maybe the
Yeah,
person that paid last time doesn't put an object in, so they get to
Yeah.
sit out the bill next time.
Alright,
They're
Yeah, that's a
exempt.
good idea.
I like it.
So then it would only be 3 people then.
Yeah.
Cool. See, making bonds already.
When no one is looking, can I try to sneak a gold into Nyx's pocket?
Sure, make a sleight of hand check.
Oh god, he's gonna take another gold just randomly appeared somehow.
It was born.
Remember, I have a very high passive perception.
Yeah,
You
he's a
do.
druid.
I rolled the wrong die this time again, but it's alright. 17. Get me?
Passive perception's a 20.
Oh,
Jesus,
shit!
already?
That's
Yeah.
a druid
How is
for
it
ya.
only a 20?
You take observer.
I
or
have
something?
observant.
Okay, yeah,
Oh.
that makes
Cause I was like,
Wisdom
I'm like,
and observant,
how?
that's all you need.
I'm thinking like his highest thing would be like 18 or 17.
Low
No.
level wisdom casters, if they take the observant feat, their passive is ridiculous.
I have
Mhm.
a 20
Yeah.
passive perception, which also makes my passive no, my
Investigation
passive
+5.
investigation is also 20.
Yeah, Chris
Bruh.
got a 30 passive, so.
What? How
Yep.
can you get 30? Oh my god.
Or she's level
Level
14.
14.
Oh my
That proficiency
god.
bonus, gotta love it.
Look at us.
She's like, oh god!
I was like, I can't get
High
much.
level wisdom, nope, not good. Not a fun time.
Oh, no one's gonna be able to sneak ever.
I catch
Okay,
your
yeah, you
hand.
got
This is not how the game works.
I just don't want you paying all that money. You only had 4 gold.
Yeah, but I agreed to the game and I follow the game's rules. It's only fair. And I'm not going to be in the game next time. So,
Yeah, and if he runs out of money, we can help him out.
Of course, that's what friends are for.
Yeah.
gotta remember, we have
wouldn't let
a
him
lot
stay
of money in the
poor.
bag. Or we had. I guess it's all gone, huh? Oh well.
Yeah, a lot of it is gone because of me. So that's the thing.
We
We
can
can
get
get
more.
more.
We can get more money.
No, we still have a lot.
An easy way to get money is to go to ruins and search them for artifacts.
According
And
to my
sell
notes,
them.
we have 20 platinum, 75 gold, and 9 silver in the bag.
Oh,
But we had a lot more.
We did have a lot more, but we still have a lot.
Yes. So let's go get a good night's sleep, and we'll go to temple for your thing tomorrow morning, and then we can maybe decide what we're gonna do from there.
Mhm.
I think that sounds like a plan.
Yeah.
High five, everyone. Yeissal. Yeissal.
I saw.
Yeissal.
Yeissal.
I saw. You gotta
Yeissal.
give a high
Yeissal.
five.
It's a bonding experience.
Yay!
There we go. Bonding.
Bonding.
Funding. It's like, God damn it. Like, God save me.
Bahamut, save me.
Muhammad, why?
Muhammad, please spare me.
What did I do to deserve this?
Didn't do
Muhammad,
anything.
why?
But you go back to the Temple of Arathis. You sleep in their guest quarters again. And as you get there, an acolyte hands you a note and it says that the head monk of the Sky Sanctum came by earlier and left you this when you weren't here.
She'll get to it to reading right away. Should be open it up.
I'm attempting to look over her shoulders because I'm very nosy.
Well, it basically just says that they found out that Heska hired mercenaries and headed out of Imperos, but they don't know where exactly because they didn't. Heska didn't have an exact destination when hiring them, but he did out with mercenaries a good while back and hasn't returned yet.
So
You know, maybe he went to explore some ruins or something.
Or he got in a time bubble by accident.
Yes, or maybe that. So maybe we need to go exploring.
Azzabin, what did I say about personal space?
Oh, right. I'm sorry. I'm very curious about like everything. So I was just curious about what the note said. I am sorry about that. Nice step back.
I go and lay down on my bed.
Didn't they last say they saw him heading, is it east? Like, didn't they have like a general direction and we're like, yeah, but that tells us nothing?
No.
No?
Also, east is like just falling right off the island, so.
Oh no, it would be west.
Yeah,
It would be west, sorry.
west or some.
Like there was
or,
because there was like another smaller village with different stones.
It's because you asked about where, like, the type of building material that
Yeah, okay,
Yeissal
yeah, that's
is
what.
from
Okay,
the
that's what.
rubble, and they said that, you know, there are villages that don't use paint and stuff.
it was in. Which one were they? Were they Elwa? Did they give us a name or?
No, because all of those are like, you know, bigger towns and they have the paint, so it would be like more
Like off-
villages.
Like that's not on
Okay.
the main map. Like smaller
Yeah.
ones,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
I got you.
Because I've only marked cities and towns and not
Yeah.
villages.
Not villages, gotcha.
I understand. Makes sense because that would be a lot to fucking do.
Yeah. Villages are
I-
everywhere.
Yeah, I get that. I get that DM problem. Alright. So I would just lay on my bed and just try to calm her racing thoughts.
I will also just go lay down and go to sleep, probably. It was a busy day.
Lots
I
of reading.
summon
Possibly.
Fipa and cuddle with Fipa until I fall asleep.
I'm going to just do some minor tinkering and then go to bed. I'm gonna make like a little music box.
Oh. But you all sleep through the night. Wake up in the morning. Bright and early.
Do they have baths here?
There's like a basin, a type
Is Iris rubbing
you
off
like
on you?
wash your face.
She does. She kind of misses it. She misses
Oh,
Iris.
my heart. There
She
I
miss Iris a
am.
bit.
Oh, because you'd be having baths every single night of the week if she was.
Yeah. She's just like, we haven't taken a bath in a while. So.
Oh.
Asvin gets up and just presentations himself, so.
Oh yeah, I can do that too, but I want a bath.
That's a mood.
Yeah, it's one of those things.
I'm bathing in sweat right now.
It's like, rest in pieces. That's what mood. It's so fucking hot. Alright. I'll just wash up a bit. It's the action of washing.
Mm-hmm. Check. No.
I know.
Imagine that. Skill checks for bathing.
Oh, let's see how clean you get.
A dexterity saving throw to not drown.
Yeah.
Oh, Sierra in real life will fail that.
Oh god.
Toddler.
Same.
Listen, I almost died in the shower like multiple times in my life. Rest in peace. And well, I'll be clean.
And naked.
It's fine. It's fine.
Fine
Okay.
traps.
What? We got some traps in the bathhouse?
I'm just looking at spells and accidentally clicking them.
Oh, okay.
That's how it be sometimes.
Yeah. Alright.
Cat entering.
Uh-oh.
I saw Tom.
Yes, Sky.
This guy. He looked like Tom because he looked black.
Yeah. This is Sky Baby. Oh, yeah.
How f***ing when you're in the city where Sky Sanctum is.
Ah,
Guy enters.
the Sky Baby.
But yeah, you have the day at your disposal.
She said, no!
How dare
She said it
throw me off?
again. She said no. People. Alright, Sky Baby.
That's how I feel when I'm suddenly revealed to people. What?
No. Kid. Alright, so I guess we have to go. What was that old man's name again? That old dragonborn? I forgot.
Misashi.
That's why, because I couldn't pronounce it for some reason. Did I not write it down?
Gloomy.
No. Yeah. Let's go to speak to him. Mumisashi.
Yes.
There. I have to look at the word.
Oh, word.
That word. So yeah, going to go speak to Mumisashi.
Ah, yeah. He's there, just praying as usual. But he notices you come in and he gets up. Oh, hello.
Good morning.
Morning.
I was hoping that you could do the sending for me.
Yes, I have it prepared. What wish me to send to him?
Oh man, I wish you can say what I want you to say, but
25 words.
okay. Has first assume just let him know that Yeissal wants to know where you are because she is in Imperos and she's looking to find you. It's of dire importance.
Okay. You see him, cast spell. You hear him say, Yeissal is in Imperos looking for you. She wants to know where you are. It is of dire importance. And there's, this pause as he waits for her reply. And then you see him nodding as if he's like listening to something.
So the bastard is alive.
Why would you call him a bastard if you're looking for him? I don't understand.
And then Lumisashi looks at you again, and he basically just recites Heska's message, which is, I'm fine in Windwood Village. My quest is nearly complete. We'll be back in less than 2 weeks. Please hold to wait in Imperos.
I have
So-
a
Well, to
feeling
hell
we're
with
not gonna
that.
wait.
To hell with that. Now we know where he's at. Let's go.
We could, if we did want to wait, we could go look for some ruins nearby and then wait for his return.
No.
No? Okay. Can we look for ruins on the way there then? Please.
On our way back.
Oh, okay.
What village did he say he was in?
Windwood
Woodwood?
Village.
I do not see that on my map.
Because it's a village, it's not a city.
Yes.
Or a town.
Well, how do we find it if it's not on a map?
Well, it's most likely on a map, just
We
not
just
this
have
It's
to
on-
get a local map.
Not this map, you ass.
Or you could ask someone if they know where Windwood Village is.
Excuse me, do you know where that village is?
Yes, it is to the northwest of here in the Howling Forest. It's
Howling Forest.
It's a little, maybe about a week's travel by foot.
I have a question about the Howling Forest. Do you know if it's the trees that howl, or are there animals inside the forest that howl?
I've never really asked.
Well, when we find out, I'll come back and let you know.
Oh, thank you.
Of course.
Yeissal's like on a march towards the Temple of Arathis.
Okay.
Looking for Gale.
Uh-huh. He's
When she-
I
around.
follow behind her.
You didn't say bye to Lumisashi.
I'll
Yeah,
say
she-
thank you
yeah.
and goodbye.
Yeissal
Sorry,
didn't
she's in a
even think about
rush.
it.
She can be a little rude sometimes, but thank you.
A lot of the time, but she really doesn't mean
understand.
it. She has the best intention.
It's fine, I understand. She's worried. Go with Bahamut, my children.
I don't know who
Sure.
that is, but alright.
I will walk away.
The main god of this continent, and you're whatever.
That shit.
While we're walking away, I don't really follow any gods either, Nyx, but Bahamut is the main deity of this.
I know.
Island.
I had friends that they liked to pull pranks on people a lot, and so
Oh, it was a prank.
I figured
Got
since we
you.
were in a temple that was dedicated to Bahamut, to pretend that Bahamut wasn't.
That is
I didn't know who that
Irises would
was.
be so true.
that
I
is
thought it
that
would
is
be
very
funny.
funny. That is very funny now that I know it was a joke.
Yeah, he seemed really confused.
I go for another high five. Yeah.
I don't know who that is. Yo.
Just shocked. But you find Gal in Temple of Erathis, just like polishing some of their like relics and stuff.
Kyle, I found out where Heska is.
Oh,
He's alive. He's in Winwood Village.
I see. Well, I assume that you will be heading out then?
Yes. I'll be back when I bring him back.
Hopefully everyone will be safe.
Mm-hmm.
Take care of each other.
We will. Also, when we do return, I would like us to have a meeting to discuss everything.
Yes. Alright.
I'll see you. And I should go to look at my party. If you guys do not wish to come, I will not hold it against you. I will give you the option to come or not.
Yeah,
No, of
Saul, don't
course.
even talk
Coming.
like that. We already told you we were gonna come.
Yes.
That's
we're going
silly
to
talk.
we're going to look for ruins afterwards, so of course we're going with you. And guess what this could be? Another bonding experience.
Oh my goodness.
I love it. I'm so excited. There is
This
one
is
question
our
though.
first adventure together.
Yes.
It's true.
Yeah, that's
Officially,
true.
yes.
This is gonna be
I'm
really
excited.
fun.
So excited.
Who
Are
knows what
we-
kind of danger we're going to encounter on the road?
Speaking of the road, are we walking? Do you think we
That
can prepare
was-
I
horses or
don't
a
think
cart?
horses through the woods would be a good idea, unless we follow the road.
Well,
Can
let's
we
go
ask
get a
somebody?
map.
Yeah, can we ask somebody where the Howling Woods is? Is it like nearby, or is it like across the
It's
island?
on my map.
Is it on
Yeah.
your map?
Yeah, it is.
There's only
It
one
is.
woods.
Well,
Oh no,
That's
it looks like there's multiple, but
untrue. But he did say the northwest, which
Okay.
is
is it the one like
This
right next to us? Okay, cool. I was
Yeah.
just making sure it wasn't like this over here.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
was thinking up there.
Perfect.
The
So, yeah,
woods
we can
over
walk-
here
we
are
can walk
more
back.
west northwest. All right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Uh,
Also, Heska said that he would be back within 2 weeks, and if he was way over there, he would
True.
not be.
Yeah.
True. All right. So are we setting out today, or are we going to wait until tomorrow morning? I mean, it's still pretty early. We could probably set out today.
I was thinking today.
Perfect. Let's do it.
So, do you want horses, or we can just walk?
I mean, I think just walking them because once we get to the woods, they'll just be kind of like, I don't know how good they'd be walking through the forest, and we don't want anything bad to happen to the horses.
Yeah, and if it's the howling forest, there might be wolves, and
Right.
wolves eat horses.
Or it could be howling trees, and maybe the trees come alive and people.
Or
What
eat
is with you
horses.
eating? What is
What?
with you and eating people? Are you? Did you do that?
No,
Do you?
I'm not saying just the trees can eat other things,
Yeah,
but
so
you
I'm
know,
pretty sure he used to be a comedian, and he's just doing a callback to his old joke, where he doesn't really eat people. It's just trying to be funny.
Can I inside check this man to see if he eats people?
Sure.
eat people.
I just don't trust you. I don't. Every time you open your mouth, I do not trust you. Just don't. 19. Does this man eat people? That's all I want to know.
Roll the 3. I'm not proficient in both either deception
Yeah,
or
but like, you can tell that
persuasion.
he's not lying. He doesn't eat people.
Okay.
We should. We have everything we need.
Check voices.
Shit.
Yeah, Jerry's making a lot of funny noises.
I can make more.
And when
Oh.
we bent over, it's like, is it the chair?
It was probably my back getting
Yeah.
decimated by the table.
Oh, that's that was a weird sentence. But okay. I mean, if your back get decimated, good. I mean, cool.
My shoulder hurts now.
Yikes. Okay, so yeah. I'm sorry, what was the question, Maddie?
Do we have everything we need, or do we need to go shopping?
I was gonna go shopping anyway, just to be sure.
Okay, well, yeah. I'm always up for shopping.
So I would get an actual map to the location. I would get some Russians.
Yeah, how good is Nyx's map actually? Like, is it actually a really good? I can't remember how like detailed it is that we got.
It's a general map.
Okay.
It's basically what we see
Okay.
on
So
the
we need a
Roll20.
more detailed map
I'm
of
getting
this.
a proper
of
map
this-
of the
of this island.
area. Yeah.
But I'm
Okay.
also drawing a very crude map of the places I'm visiting.
Okay.
It looks absolutely awful.
It looks amazing. Alright.
The continents
Yeah,
are
a
the
map will do that.
only consisting of the places he saw. So like some are just really small with one giant city in the center of it.
Which is ironic because Drifthorn is at the edge of Submarine and it's a very big island. Yeah. But you can get a map for 5 gold.
I will help pay for that. So you just tell me how much gold you would like, Maddie. I will help pay.
Two's fine.
Just 2? Okay.
Yeah.
I guess I don't need this anymore. Can I sell my map of Mythmore? I don't think I need it anymore.
Well, we might go back.
Yeah, you should keep it. You never know when you're gonna go back. If you don't want it, I will take it. Maps are always useful.
For all you know, this organization that was trying to kill people and potentially try to kill your father could be based in Mythmore, and we would go back and we would have to buy a whole nother map.
Well, I didn't buy it. I made it.
Oh.
I copied it. Basically traced it. Well, I guess you could say that's illegal, but
We would have to trace a whole nother map, and that's a lot of time.
yeah, I guess I'll keep it. Yeah, I'll keep it. Do you guys have tents? Me and Nyx have tents.
I have a tent.
Well, I mean, we only really need 2 tents, but
True. I can just leave my tent in my ring, and I won't have to worry about bringing it out.
I have a 10.
Okay.
Oh, we all have tents.
Well, that's good.
Wait, hold on. Does my ring have 2 tents in it?
Intent.
Oh.
I appreciate it, Alex. Thank you.
Oh
laugh.
boy.
Join me.
I didn't
Join
laugh
the
at
dark side.
Yeissal laughs out of nowhere.
She hears Bahamut speaking to her. That's intense.
She loves puns.
Don't shake your head at me. You know you love me.
we do not need rations because I can make good berries.
Oh, that's helpful.
Okay.
And then he dies, and it's this awkward thing where, oh, we should have brought
You're
food.
right.
Well, we just have to eat him.
I have a special like
I mean,
feat
what?
for my background that I can find ingredients. So
Alright, no matter what her insight check is, she just believes this man is fucking like people. She's just like,
Well,
he's a cannibal.
I mean, this is out of character
Yeah, that was
speaking.
just Derek.
so-
I died once
See,
and he
I
didn't eat me, so...
Oh dear. Rest in
Cut through the
pieces.
heart!
And
I hate it.
I'm
I absolutely hate it.
we're gonna get taken down for singing badly that song.
Anything else we need?
I don't believe so.
I made a dot roughly where Windwood Village is.
Nice. Fancy dot.
I love it.
Could we take a small break really fast since we're...
Yes.
Okay.
We
11.
Yay! Alright, we'll be right back, guys.
BRB.
Oh god.
BRB.
I closed the Discord on accident. That's gonna be awkward. Everybody froze. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, we'll be back.
BRB.
out of nowhere. It's just gonna be like, what?
Hello,
Right in the back of your
everyone.
head.
We're back.
We set her off before we came back.
That's canon.
Welcome back. We're back. Hi.
You bottom out, then you're heading out.
Yeah.
And the thing about impros is that there are no like walls, so you're just like walking and walking, and you're like, where does the city end? And then it like gradually goes into like farms and stuff. So
Okay.
yeah. But the way you're heading is a very like hilly landscape, so
Oh, I know. Okay. It's Jamie. It's not an alarm. It's Jamie. It sounded like
hear anything.
It sounded like a iPhone alarm. That's what I was like. James, stop fucking with me. God damn it.
What?
it's psychological warfare.
Hey, in this game, you're taller than me.
Shut.
That's true.
It's about the same height difference too.
No. No, it's not. I am not. I am not gonna come up to his knee. This is the hot ass bed. It's on. Everybody get a pillow fight. Everyone. It's on.
You might come up to my knee, so
Shut the fuck up.
Oh, I mean, to be fair, I'm not that much shorter than Derek, so if you go up to his knee, you're up to my knee. Too.
I'm not going to anybody's knee.
I'm gonna put you over my knee.
Oh.
I mean, what? So
Oh.
you're heading out of the city. It's a chilly day, and there's like some snow on the ground here outside of the city because it's not like a very big road or anything. Not a lot of people have been walking or riding here. It's more like a path than a road. You see some, animals at farms. They're cute. A lot of sheep with thick wool.
I will just start pointing out anything that I find interesting to everyone to make sure everybody sees it. Then once he gets bored of doing that, I will start to sing random like folk songs that he probably knows.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah.
It's like when you're on like a road trip and every time you see a horse, you have to point it out. Horse!
Yes.
Horse.
Yes.
Guys, there's a horse there. Look, you see it?
Horse!
It's so cute. Oh, look, there's a cow, baby cow.
Sheep!
You're muted.
You're muted.
Yeah, I know.
He knows. See, I've got the observant feet. I can read lips.
I can also read lips. Hell yeah.
I
I
can't.
said bird,
Bird.
Ah,
because
yeah.
we're calling out animals.
But
There
what kind
are-
of bird, Nyx?
In fact, a lot of birds.
I don't really know. It's just a bird.
It's just a bird.
That's true, I guess. It is just a bird.
Flying on the wind. No care in
Unless-
the world.
It's something that's acting like it's a bird. Maybe then it won't. Maybe then it isn't a bird. Maybe it's like something shifted into a bird. What are you doing? You can't. I don't think you can reach it.
I'm gonna attack it. If it's pretending to be a bird, it might attack us.
Sure. Sure. It could be our food for dinner.
The bird flies away,
See, it hurt us. It was
and
not a
then
bird.
it dive bombs something on the ground, and then you see it come out with like a rabbit in its talons and flies off.
I just want to make sure Jasper is safe inside my jacket.
Yeah, she's chilling.
All right.
I think that was just a bird.
Or it was a very convincing thing that was acting like a bird. You never know.
It was a bird. It had to be a bird.
You never know until you study it.
Because something pretending to be a bird won't be good at catching rabbits.
I mean, sure, why not? If they've had a lot of practice at it.
No.
Yeah.
Not possible. How do I know you're not somebody pretending to be you?
I guess you don't.
All right.
How do I know you're someone else pretending to be Nyx?
We don't know. I died. I could be a demon.
It's exactly. Be a demon Nyx.
Yeah, I
Look
could
at
just
that.
not be me at all. And nobody
Can
would
you-
ever be the wiser.
Can you all stop saying stuff like that,
I'm
please?
just gonna go start pick up his ear, look at it, pick up the other ear.
Why are you looking at my ears?
You gotta examine, see if the disguise is up to par with actually real Nyx.
I'll start looking at his ears. He's down at my level.
Sure.
Ears. I'm like,
Yeah. I'll bend over so he can do it. All right, who's next? Matty?
ear
No,
inspection.
thank you.
Or we could also
I have
Horn
jewelry. I don't
or-
want. No.
we
No,
could
thank you.
horn. Can we check horns?
I mean, I also have jewelry up there too. So as long as you
Oh.
don't touch anything.
I don't
Sure,
really
we
know
will-
enough about
will.
horns to tell if it's fake or real.
Oh, true. I don't think I do either.
Then why are we looking?
We're just having
Honestly, I don't understand why we looked at the ears in the first place, but you said it was a good idea, so I went with it a little bit, I guess. But I just was looking at your ears. I didn't know what to look for.
I didn't either. I was just looking at your ears too. They're very floppy. I like they're
Well,
kind of
you do know that it's not a like an illusion disguise if you can feel the ear.
true.
That's
See,
fair.
I knew what I was doing.
Me too.
I'm glad you both knew what you were doing.
Yeissal is like looking on her person to see if there is any alcohol that she packed away.
I will let Reneval fly also if he wants to fly, be free for a little while.
He keeps close, but he
Yes,
flies around.
Yeah, I'd tell him to keep close, of course.
Like he keeps so close that like you can reach out and touch him as he
Oh,
like
cool.
flies circles.
He can land on my shoulder if he wants. It's it's all okay.
I am trying to keep an eye out to make sure we're not like any wild animals come around our way.
Okay.
I'm also looking for just animals, but not for the same reason. Just because I want to call the animals out.
Oh God, Jesus help me!
I'm just keeping us on track.
No!
Sometimes engaging with conversation, but mostly like focusing on the map.
Yeah, I would
Make
I
sure
would
we get there
eventually
quickly.
move up to where Maddie is and also try to help with the leading towards the correct position.
Hell yeah.
14 for me. I get very distracted very easily, though. Just keep that in mind.
Oh wow, that's the worst roll I ever done.
I mean, that's not necessarily true. If it's not a 1, then it's not. That's not true at
Yeah.
all.
This is the worst I rolled on perception with this die.
Okay, so that makes more sense. Yes.
That's a 5.
Nice.
Good job.
I'm just hearing like Azzabin and
We're
then
just
this.
annoying you so much.
I'm like, I can't.
And you hear him call out like every sheep and cow he sees.
Are we rolling survival?
I was
No, I was rolling
No,
perception.
you're just following the map, and there's
Cool.
like a clear path right now.
Cool.
While you're still in like farmlands, so
Okay.
it's not necessary.
Okay.
Probably
also-
when you get out in the wilds.
I will wave at any like person also. Give them a big smile.
Yeah, there are
Actually.
some, farmers and
I wave
some
too.
kids and stuff around.
I definitely wave at the kids.
They wave back. But you walk this entire day and you're still not out of the farmlands. They stretch pretty far from the city, apparently. You also see like those like greenhouse domes here and there. So
Ooh.
it's not only livestock. It's just fewer of those domes since it's such a hilly landscape. They can't really set it up that much like you've seen in other places.
What are they primarily growing in those domes? Is it like
Yes, can we see?
vegetables or like?
There are vegetables, also fruit, some grains even.
Interesting.
And you're like, well, this is clearly out of season, but
With the domes, they can do whatever they want.
yeah,
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
they
Maddie's
probably got
excited.
temperature regulations and stuff inside.
She's probably doing a bit of snooping about how they're doing it, like the temperature regulate. Like she's trying to like see like how they're doing it.
And like watering
Ideas.
systems
Oh.
and stuff.
So good.
Maddie, were you like born with your like knowledge, like ability?
What do you mean?
Like you know just how to make things. Have you always known how to make things? Did you
I guess
randomly
so.
just figure out how to make things?
I mean, I've always had an affinity for it, if that's what you mean. I found joy in doing it, so I do it more often and get more practice and get better at it as I practice more. I
What
did
was
it
like
'cause it
the
made me
very
happy.
first thing you ever made ever?
First thing I ever made ever. I I actually took my mom's old music box and I took it apart and she was really, really mad at me. So I put it back together and it made even more like I put a different switch so it made a different noise if you changed the track. And then I made it so it was her lullaby, the same tune as the lullaby she sings me. So she forgave me really quickly.
That's really sweet.
Yeah.
I would have no idea.
I would have been
How would you
grounded
do
for
that?
like a month if I didn't fix it. But I was like really young. I don't really remember how old I was.
Do you like fly or something?
Fly?
Yeah, because like technically we're all grounded all the time.
No, I didn't fly. I mean, I could probably figure out how to make that happen.
Well, like, how would your mom ground you if you're already grounded?
Oh, it basically means that all of my privileges would be taken away and I would be stuck in my bedroom and they would take away all my toys and my gadgets and like my kits that I was playing with. They would take it all away and I'd have to stay in my room and be bored for a month and not leave.
Well, that sounds like counterproductive. Like for somebody like you who's very good at making things. Also, taking your stuff away would probably make you want to make more stuff.
Well, that was supposed to be the punishment, so I couldn't make more stuff because I had to be more careful about the stuff I do play with.
Yeah, but
'Cause
like...
it was Mom's music box. It wasn't mine to touch. But I was fascinated by how it worked, so I took it apart. And I didn't think about how it would make Mom feel, so...
But then it ended up
That's-
making her feel better, so was it bad? Or was
Well,
it
that's
good?
just because I was really good at fixing it. But if I didn't know how to fix it because I was paying attention, I was still punished.
Alright,
Just
so
not
like,
for a month.
on those grounds, who has the power to ground you?
My mom and dad.
That's the only person.
Yeah, they're my
So like,
parents.
if you don't have parents, you can never be grounded.
I suppose that's true unless you have like a guardian of some sort, or I mean,
Good
you
to
still have to
know.
abide by the laws of the city that you're in, because then you're not grounded. Then you're imprisoned,
Right, but like, I
arrested.
just, I didn't, like, if I did something bad to Yeissal, maybe, I was wondering if she could ground me.
Well,
I would probably
parents
just
tend
not
to
talk
stop.
to you.
Yeah, and my parents stopped grounding me once I reached a certain age when I knew better, and my consequences would vary, but never. Grounding stopped once I reached teenage years.
Also interesting.
They taught me to value the things I love and the things that other people love, and it just made me more careful on what I do, on my actions.
So
There was
like,
nothing wrong with me being curious, but I should have asked.
yeah. Is there anything that, like, right now you just really wish you could make, but you just can't make it, but you want to eventually one day? Like, do you have, like, a dream or an aspiration?
Well, I'm looking for a cure for my brother's fevers. So that's something I'm looking into. But it looks like there's no research papers, so it might be the first one, which would be problematic, but I'd do it if no one else has.
Yeah. Seems pretty important. Because then you could give that to other people too.
Yeah, it's pretty rare though, so guess I'll find out.
Well, I will help you if you need help, but I really have no idea what to do in that field whatsoever. So,
It's complicated, I don't blame you. But maybe the ruins will help. Maybe the ruins will give us answers for you, or for me, or for Azzabin, or even Yeissal. We don't know.
Yes, we should totally go to the ruins because that will explain everything.
well, we got to
Well,
do
first we have
this
to make sure
first.
Yeissal's father is
Oh,
safe.
true. Yes, on the way back we will
Family
go.
is more important.
Right.
Yes.
Well, thank you for coming along.
Of
Of
course.
course.
To
That is
continue
what
that
friends do.
conversation real quick, yeah, I saw. Why did you decide to become a dancer?
That's a long story.
Oh,
Well,
We have
we're gonna.
time.
Yeah, I was gonna say this is gonna be a long trip.
I told my story.
yeah, she broke a music box and fixed it better.
Models. It was a way to me. It was a way for me to get over some injuries. Think of therapy.
A nice way to do it. So, do you still use your dancing as therapy now?
Yes.
That's beautiful, Yeissal.
Yes, that's very nice.
Thank you.
I
Some moves
find it
just take a while
interesting.
to reveal.
Yeah.
So you're doing what you love. Everyone's just doing what they love.
I find it very interesting that you incorporate your dancing into your fighting.
Yes.
Who taught you that?
Heska.
Really?
Yes, he was more of my mentor before he became my father. And he, well, as a way for me to heal my injuries and practice self-control and discipline, um, he taught me martial arts. But I was never It's just that didn't really sit well with me, and I felt myself dancing was better for me. But I like to incorporate the things that he taught me. They're still pretty good for exercise. Some dances require discipline.
I love that. That's so cool. So he's a pretty strong fighter then?
He's good. I've never really seen him fight as if his life depended on it. But
Hopefully he won't need to.
yes,
When we have to stop for camp, how far are we from the forest?
You are several days out.
Shit.
The forest won't be until like the last couple of days of the journey.
Okay.
we're gonna sleep in the farmlands for a while.
We can sleep with some animals.
No,
Okay.
I mean, the animals probably want to stay away from us for the most part.
Probably that is probably true.
And as it grows later in the day, you see like farmers get the animals to go inside of barns.
Dang it.
there's nothing wrong with sleeping under the stars.
No, there's not. It's actually very peaceful.
It gets colder as the sun goes down. The wind picks up.
I just do produce flame and just keep the fire really close to me to warm me up.
I use mage hand to hold my glow stick above so I can like do some reading.
It's like one of those Game Boy lights when you the Game Boy colors.
It's a game. In my little sleeping bag with light.
I just
Next
set
up,
up my
okay.
tent. Huh?
Are you going to be warm with him tonight?
I'll be all right.
Well, we don't want your hands to be cold, so here. I give him the yellow gloves that I bought.
Oh.
Where did you get yellow gloves from?
I believe it was somewhere on the last island that
Thank
we
you.
have ventured to.
I
No problem.
appreciate it. They are very pretty gloves.
Just don't want your hands to be cold.
I
Stay
will
warm.
wear them all night like I wear everything else.
Okay.
And all day, probably. And then all night again. And then all day again. Indefinitely. Till I get new clothes.
Okay.
While you're in my tent, you realize you're not alone anymore, right?
I know.
I want you to realize, like, I know you know that you're not alone, but I want you to know that you're not alone. Because so far, since we got here, you've been acting like you're still alone. You have a team, you have people that care, and we're here to help you. You don't have to do it by yourself.
I remember that. And I just don't want to I know everyone else has their own thing.
We might all have our own things, but at the moment, we're all focused on your thing and helping you. And as much as Azzabin talks, he only wants to make your bonds stronger so that you trust him. So that you trust everyone. Because I'm pretty sure they feel like you do not trust them whatsoever. And I know it's hard to trust people. I mean, for me it's pretty easy. But like, you trusted Iris, right? And she was
Yeah,
kind
to
of
an
crazy.
extent.
She
To an
tried
extent.
she pointed an arrow, a crossbow at you, I think, right?
Actually, it was Sarah first.
Well, yeah,
She
you
was
trusted
following her.
Seraph too, though, and he was even more shady than her.
I trusted them to do whatever their abilities allow them to. I trusted them to be chaotic.
Right. But right now, you need to trust all of us to help you and be your friend and be here for you. We are a team. We work together. You are not alone. If you need to talk to people, you can talk to all of us, or you can talk to singles of us individually, if all of us is too much. But you don't have to keep everything to yourself anymore. You have friends.
Sometimes I forget that you actually are wise.
Why my passive perception is so high.
Like, yeah.
I will try to work on that.
Right. I'm gonna repay you for the gloves somehow.
No, don't. It's a gift.
Yeah, but this is more money that you've used on me. You used your scroll on me. That was a lot of money. And you used your money to buy these gloves. So, I'll repay you. I will.
But you also paid for me to get on the ship to get here. And that was a lot of money.
I don't know what you're talking about.
For sure.
That was not my money. That was the Moonweaver's money.
Sure thing. Well, good night. I'm going to put up my tent.
Alright, good night.
Good night.
If you have a dream, let us know. Don't keep it to yourself.
Okay, I will tell you. I go outside and put up my tent.
As soon as you step out my tent, you hear people barking. Because I summoned people.
I'm taking first watch because I'm reading with my nightlight.
Come on, we were thinking Minaj.
Making it rain.
Moonweaver is Nicki Minaj.
Not wrong.
This is not canon, by the way.
It should be.
Oh,
The
my Lord.
Moonweaver is blue.
The blue woman. Just like Iris.
Yes.
Iris likes her.
Hmm? That's why she thought she was cool.
But
My God, thinks you're cool.
you have 10 and you have a night to spend in this farmland. Some lanterns at farms and some people still up in the night, presumably to guard against danger. And that's where we'll end because I am tired.
All right.
Good game.
Good game.
Yeah, that
everyone.
was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
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 Thank you, everyone in chat, for watching.
Thank you, and everyone watching after, and everyone who doesn't use chat but watches
Yeah.
anyway.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
guys too.
Thank y'all.
Love you.
We love you. We
Make sure
appreciate
to
you.
check out our sponsors and check out our other shows and
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I might
Yes.
be streaming tonight more Mass Effect, so
heck yeah, check her out as she's playing
hell
a
yeah.
game.
Yeah.
Hiya.
Yeah.
Love you, bye.
Love you. Bye.
Bye.